Hey everyone, welcome back to Andrina's Creations. In today's tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to design and assemble my newest template. It is called the donut holder. Now this template, it is not made for an actual donut, but for the donut squishies. I'm going to be leaving the link down below of these specific donuts because it is a specific size that I created them for. Today I'll be showing you how to create them using Silhouette Studio. So let's get started. For your supplies, you're going to need a cutting machine such as Cricut or a Cameo. You're going to need cardstock of your choice. These are the brands of cardstock that I like to use: Basil, ClearPath, and Cardstock Warehouse. Of course, you're going to need your metallic or glitter. I recommend 80 pound and up. You're going to need a printer and a printing paper of your choice. I'll leave the link as well down below of the printing paper I'm going to use. And of course, your donut squishies. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing you have to do is head on over to my website. It is called andrinaskreations.com. I'll leave the link down below specifically for this template. So again, before making any purchase on my website, feel free to read the entire description. It will let you know what kind of files it comes with. If it's a Cricut file, a Silhouette file, just please make sure you read everything because everyone keeps getting confused if it's compatible with your Cricut, if it's compatible with your Cameo cutting machines. After you read the entire description, this template will be coming with 5 files. It will come with 2 SVG files that are compatible with your Cricut, and you can only open SVG files if you have business edition of Silhouette, not with your basic edition, which if you do only have the basic edition, which is the free version, you can open the 2 Silhouette files. There is something new also now on my website that is called the loyalty points. Anytime you make a purchase on my website, you will earn points. For every dollar you spend, you earn 5 points. Once you earn 250 points, you can convert that to $1 on my website. You also get 200 200 points if this is the first time you signing up on my website. You also get extra points if you go ahead and follow me on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and on YouTube. You will earn extra points for that. There's also something very exciting, that is the referral points. You get 5 points and the person that you referred also gets 5 points. So go ahead and share where you're getting your templates from so you can earn some points. All right, y'all. Now, when you click on add to cart on my template, it's going to have this pop-up message. Please do not skip this message. Please read it because it's going to let you know that you must unzip the folder to access the files. You cannot double click a file and it's going to automatically open on Cricut. You must first open the Cricut design space, then go to upload, and you're going to upload the SVG from within Cricut. So please read this. Once you understand all this, you're going to click I have read and understood, and then it's going to automatically get to your cart. Once you pay for it, another thing is please make sure that you add in the correct email. If by any chance you put the incorrect email, all you have to do is email me. After you did all those steps, you're going to go ahead and open up Silhouette Studio. After you are inside of Silhouette Studio, let me tell you a little bit about this software. Silhouette Studio Basic Edition is free. You do not need a cutting machine to use this software. I do have a separate tutorial on how to download Silhouette version, the Silhouette Studio Basic Edition for free. But if you do want to upgrade to Business Edition, I will also leave the link down below. At the moment, as of today, it's still on sale for $50. The original price is $100. I highly recommend investing on Business Edition because you are able to open up all the icons that this software provides. If you only have Silhouette Studio, the free version, basic edition, you can only open up Silhouette files. You cannot open SVG files. Let me repeat that one more time. If you only have the basic edition, which is the free version, you cannot open SVG files, but you can open Silhouette files. If you have the business edition, which is the higher edition, you can open SVG files. How do you open files in Silhouette Studio? The first option is you will go to File and Open, or File and Merge. Or you can go to your quick access down here below after you extracted your folder, because you do have to unzip and extract the template, because remember, it came in a zipped folder. Once you extract and unzipped, that means that everything's out individually. You're going to go ahead and open the folder that you just downloaded. You're going to double click that, and you're going to bring in whichever which one you want. I am offering two different versions, a round edge and a scalloped edge. So you're going to decide which one you want to bring in. So you're going to go ahead and click on that one, and you're just going to go ahead and drag it into silhouette, and it's going to be here. And this is the round edge one. You're going to go back to your quick access, and you're going to locate your scalloped one, and you're going to click on it and drag it into silhouette. And that is the second version. That is a different way to bring in files into Silhouette Studio. Either file open, file merge, or just go ahead and click and drag it into Silhouette, or you can just copy and paste. From here, you do not need to resize the template. Everything is sized for you. Let me explain about the template. The pink base is actually the base. That is the main base you had to cut out. The teal is the layer number 1, and lavender is layer number 2. Okay, that is it. That is how easy it is. Depending on the paper size that you want to print or cut this template, you have to go to your first icon, that is the paper icon, that is called your page setup. There is going to say media size. If you are cutting on 12 by 12 cardstock, you're going to leave it on 12 by 12. But if you do want to do the print and cut on the 8 by 11 paper, you do got to change your media size to 8 by 11. Okay, go ahead and right click and make sure everything is ungrouped, which it is. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on 12 by 12 cardstock, and I am gonna be using Basil 100-pound cardstock, and you can put up to 3 of the template on a 12 by 12 cardstock, 3 of the base. And I'm just right clicking and duplicating. There it goes. You could fit 3 in a page, and you're going to go ahead and send that to cut. You're going to click on the send tab all the way to your right. You're going to go ahead and select your settings. I like to use the blade depth of 6, 2 passes because my cardstock is thick, force of 26, and speed of 6. You're just going to click here on send, and it's going to send this to cut. Once you're done cutting that, you're going to put everything back on the canvas. Also keep in mind that you can always work all around your canvas. So the zoom in and the zoom out button is up here. It looks like a magnifying glass. You can zoom out, and you have all this area to design. Okay, once you put anything on the canvas, that is what's going to print or cut. You're going to go ahead and cut out your first layer, which is the teal. You're going to put as many pieces as it fits on the canvas. I'm just going to right click and duplicate, which I will be cutting this out of metallic cardstock. Check down below, like I said, for the Amazon link of all the supplies that I'll be using. And you're going to repeat the same steps. You're going to go to the send tab. I'm going to be using the same settings to cut out my metallic cardstock, which is the blade of 6, 2 passes, force of 26, and speed of 6. Once that is cut, I'm going to go back to the design tab, and I'm going to be moving this out the way. Now we are getting ready to do the print and cut. If you do not own a printer, you do not have to print this out. You can just cut this out of regular cardstock or decorative cardstock, and you can put this one as the second layer. Or if you own an embossing machine, you can cut out these pieces and go ahead and use your embossing machine to put texture on this layer. Okay, I am going to be doing a print and cut, so I'm going to be changing my paper size to 8 by 11, which again, first icon is the page setup. Media size, I'm going to change it to 8 by 11 because I am doing a print and cut. I need to turn on my registration marks, which that is still on the page setup. I'm going to go here to my third option. I'm going to turn on my registration marks. Where it says thickness, I'm going to go all the way up, and I'm going to actually turn on my print bleed, just in case that my machine does any little mistake. There will be no white showing because I did turn on the print bleed. Now you're going to go ahead and get your digital paper. My digital paper, I'm going to go ahead and get it from Fabrica. I am affiliated with them, so if you want to check them out, the link will also be down below. I highly recommend Fabrica. You can get tons and tons of stuff from here. The 1 yearly payment, I think at the moment it is like around $50. But if you do want to do the monthly payment, I think is as low as $9 at the moment if you use my link down below. You're going to do the same thing. You're going to go ahead and check whatever digital paper you want. I did look up for the donut digital paper, and I do like this one. I'm going to click on download. And again, when you do have the membership with them, everything is free, y'all. It is the digital paper, fonts, clip arts, and so on. Like I said, this is amazing here. So I'm going to click on download. Once it downloads, I'm going to extract it and I'm going to save it to the folder. Once that this is saved, you need to go ahead and go to your quick access folder, and you're going to locate wherever that folder is. Again, I'm just going to click on my file and I'm going to click on it. I'm just going to go ahead and drag it into Silhouettes, have it right here. And I'm going to show you two different ways on how to put the digital background into a shape. If you have the basic edition, which is the free version, you are going to have to crop it into the template, which I'm going to right click and duplicate it. So I'm going to show you both ways. Make sure that this is sent to the back. So right click, send it to the back. I'm going to make it smaller, and then I'm going to put it behind the template. I'm going to click here somewhere on my screen, and then I'm going to drag my mouse over the template and the digital paper. Then I'm going to go to the modify icon. It's all the way on the right. It looks like a square and a circle. And I'm going to click where it says crop. And there you have it. Okay, you crop the design in there. Now, because I do have business edition, we do have a property dropper all the way on the left. It looks like a medicine dropper. I'm just going to click on that shape. I'm going to click on the medicine dropper all the way to my left. And then I'm going to click on the digital paper, and there it goes. It's inside of there. I'm going to go to my fill icon. It looks like a paint palette. I'm going to click on the third option, and where it says aspect ratio, I'm going to click on the first F. And right here where it says scale, you can scale it down and you can scale it up depending on how you want it to look, okay? Even for the one that you just cropped, you can just select it and you can also scale up and down. Okay? And then you're going to do the same thing with here, but let me make sure that everything looks the same. I do want to put a 3D image in front of my template, and then I am also going to get that from Creative Fabrica. I do like these little girls. Once I downloaded them, I put them in a folder, and then I went ahead and opened up the folder where I saved it at. And then I'm just going to click one of them, and I'm going to go ahead and drag it into Silhouette. Keep in mind that you can open files as file and open or file and merge. I just like to drag in the files. Once you have your images in here, I'm just going to click on the image and I'm going to go ahead to my offset icon. It looks like a double star. I'm going to click on offset, and I like to put my offset around 0.050. I'm going to color that in orange color just so I know that I'm going to be cutting that out of gold. I'm going to select them both, and I'm going to drag it from the bottom corner square so everything could stay the same size. And then I'm just going to go ahead and size it in front of my template to make sure it's not bigger or smaller than what I want. And right there, I like how it looks, so that's perfectly fine. And I'm going to do the same thing with this image because I am going to be doing both versions of the template, the round one and the scallop, so I can show you both different types. So I'm going to click on her, go to the offset icon, click on offset, and I'm also going to go ahead and probably do that in silver, select them both and resize it. And I actually have to resize it with the next template, with the scalloped one. Okay, there you have it. So I have the image and the offset. Now put everything that you're going to be doing a print and cut on here on your canvas. Remember that everything that's inside of your red lines is what your machine is going to cut. Everything that's outside of your red outline, your machine is not going to cut that. But that is perfectly fine because you can go ahead and cut that out manually. I'm going to put an outline color right here just so I can see where I'm putting my stuff at. So my outline color is all the way to the right under the paint fill, and I'm just going to color that black really quick. The black outline is actually not going to print, and let me show you why. Because when you go here to your line style and you click on the first one, if your thickness is on 0, your outline color will never print. If by any chance you want to print an outline color, you must bring up your thickness up so it is visible when you print. If it's on 0, that outline color will not be printing. So let me just organize everything here. And I'm also going to be printing the scalloped edge. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the images that I'm also going to be doing in print and cut. Okay, so how do you print from Silhouette? You're going to go to your printer icon all the way from the top here. You're going to click on the printer. Once you click on the printer, you're going to click on print. You're going to select the printer that you have. I have an EcoTax 16600. I'm going to click on preferences. Right here where it says paper source, I'm going to click on paper tray because I do like printing from the back. I am going to be using glossy paper. I do not like to use the tray because I feel like my paper jams. So I am going to be printing from the back. So paper tray, I am going to be putting on 8x11. Please make sure that all 3 different spots your paper size matches. On the media size, here on printer preferences, is also on your printer. I'm going to be using premium photo paper glossy, and then I am going to click on OK and make sure it's only 1 copy. Then I'm going to click on OK. Then I'm going to click on print. Once that prints, I'm going to put my paper on the mat and I'm going to send that to cut. Because the paper that I am using is also thick, I am using Pretty Party and Crafty paper today. The link will also be in the bio. I'm going to click on send and I'm going to be using the same settings. Make sure that all your eye lines is selected red. So I'm just going to select everything and click on cut. As you saw, those lines were not showing. So if you have if you see the lines are now red, that means that piece is not going to cut, as you can see. So make sure that you select it and click on cut. Once I have everything selected and it is the red outline, I'm going to go ahead and put my settings. So the blade again will be 6, 2 passes, force of 26, and blade of 6. I'm going to go ahead and send that to cut. Once everything is cut, I am going to go ahead and assemble it for you guys. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is fold over your score marks. Then you're going to start gluing your layers. I am using my own brand of glue, Andrina's Creations crafting glue. It's not available at the moment, but hopefully I will be bringing it out again. But in the meantime, you can use our glitter glue. I'll leave that link down below as well. Make sure that when you are gluing the layers, that those tabs, you are not putting them upside down so the image is facing the right way once you glue the tabs. After that, you are going to go ahead and put your 3D image or a name in the front. I am going to be using foam dots. I got my foam dots from the Dollar Tree. You can get them from Amazon, Hobby Lobby, Joann's, Michael's. It doesn't matter. You just wanted to have a 3D dimension. Alright guys, that is all. I hope you guys really enjoy this tutorial. I am back to the YouTube, y'all. I really like these because a lot of parents do not like treats at their events. I hope you guys enjoy this template as well. Stay tuned because I will be having a Cricut tutorial for my Cricut people, because I know y'all always, Andrina, are you gonna have the Cricut tutorials? Yes, they are coming soon. Again, don't forget to follow me here on YouTube. We are on the road to 100K. I would really appreciate it if I reach my goal by the end of the year. Thank you so much for the continued support, and I'll talk to you guys later. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.